become very technical also.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And if you see AdTech versus MarTech, AdTech is becoming consolidated between 2 or 3 ecosystems. Whereas MarTech, the number of tools which are launching are immense with AI coming in. It's a complex thing to get into that single role. I think so. One has to be balanced between both. Uh, and I'm seeing some very few people can communicate that skill.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting part happening. You mentioned about, definitely we talked about flatheads and customer journey. Okay. And I'll share a personal experience, I was buying these shoes and it's like a black shoes. Very little bit it looks corporate and it is very easy to wear. Okay. Like a loafers or something.
Wow. Ideal PG for me.
Yeah.
Doing flathead.
Yeah. So I noticed this not by going to a store. I checked with my friend and he used to be in corporate and he used to wear these black shoes and I was tired wearing leather. Plus also I was a little veganish type, so I didn't want to do killings to wear a shoes. So I said, यार जूता अच्छा है. So he said, यार I bought it this way. So I said, अब मैं क्या करूँ? I ordered from one Indian brand. It was not yours. Fit issue a lot and then I returned in 2 days. Okay. Then I said, I still want to buy it. That kept coming in my feed from different brands. So I visited the store. I saw the thing. Saw the fit. I went Skechers, Adidas, Nike and all. And I said, हाँ ये वाला ठीक है. Check the price, Amazon, Myntra, waited for 1 or 2 weeks. Then I found one of my friends working in that brand company and I got his employee discount. And
Nice.
And it's not only me, I think so the customer journey is very complicated.
Yes.
Okay. If you could throw some light, how is this shoe market evolving and what is the omni-channel play in it? Like from your mistakes and learnings and what is happening today?
So the shoe market is very unique in the apparel space. 2 or 3 things why, right? Let's talk from, ultimately you have to conform to consumer behavior, right? As you said, if the consumer wants to research offline, then buy online, then you have to do that, right? Changing consumer behavior is expensive. You can do it, but it'll cost a lot of money, right? If you're talking about conforming to consumer behavior, here's the thing with shoes. As opposed to a, shirt or a pant. Pant is a little more complex than shirts, but the fit of a shoe is determined by multiple parameters. It's the arch, it's the length width ratio, the height of your, from your heel to the top of your
and then the flat feet,
the flat feet problem, the width of your toes. There are so many things that are in a shoe, and there is a proper study of this that actually needs to be conducted. And surprise, India has never done this before. That initiative is on right now. NID is leading it, but it has never been done before for Indians, right? And our feet are very different from Europeans or Americans or Chinese or whatever, right? Because we are a different, race. We are the way we,
and even north and south, it's very different.
Oh yeah,
it's 10 plus happening a lot in north, and then other like sizes a little on the 8 or 9.
So, in order to understand that, you actually need to go a lot deeper into what fit is, what comfort is, how to design the right shoe. That is a proper engineering problem, right? It is not as easy as, creating a t-shirt. I'm not saying
that as you were saying, one thing came to my mind. The size becomes complex as you go from top to down. So think about when you wear winter caps, there is no size. There is a free size.
Yeah. Pretty
okay. Specs has less number of sizes. Okay. T-shirt is little X. वो तो हो जाता है. Pant is at complex. So move to the foot, it's the most complicated.
Well, good way of putting it. So as a result of that, just purely showing things online and understanding the size and fit and comfort is very hard to do. It has to be combined with an offline, and hence it's an omni-channel approach where people can actually come, try on the shoe, try on the fit, understand whether it's comfortable for them, and then buy it, right? So if that is the consumer behavior, and that is why if you look at shoe brands across the world, not just in India, all of them have grown when omnichannel has worked together.
Yeah.
Online and offline, right? Even the new digital brands realize very quickly that you have to go offline quicker than most apparel brands, for that matter.
That's the only way to survive, I guess.
That's the only way to.
The returns will be very high.
Returns are higher, and the reason why, so the frequency of purchase is lower, and hence repeatability is lower. right?
Yeah.
So if you have to look at consumer lifetime value, you have to wait a lot longer.
Yeah.
Right? And the brand has to stay relevant, which means online marketing is a lot more
And
expensive.
online, you can only show the design, but how do you show the fit, breathability, all those fabrics?
It's a very touch and feel thing, right?
Yeah.
So you have, even in early brands, I would say you have to combine roadshows along with your online marketing in order to get that touch and feel thing going of whether the customer likes it or not, right? Especially when it comes to the comfort angle that you're talking about. If it's a style angle, then there's a lot more that is forgiven in terms of sacrificing comfort for style. And style looks good in pictures, but the comfort piece, you have to go online plus offline. Absolutely. There is no question about it. The corollary to that is when you go offline also, the buying behavior of the customer is not, I'll buy shirts today and I will buy shoes. The buying behavior is completely different and disconnected in your head, right? Your apparel shopping, which is shirts and pants, is very different journey from your shoe shopping. And hence, even when you're putting up an offline presence, more people who are footwear brands go for EBOs, which are exclusive brand outlets,
Yes.
rather than multi-brand stores.
And why is that?
As I said, right, you don't club the shoe purchase as part of your overall apparel basket.
Unless you're getting married.
Fair, yeah. So yeah, we did do wedding shoes in one of the venture studio I talk about. That's a very different game.
Because then you have that, okay, I have to buy Sahara, I have to buy this, I have to buy this. And
But that will be a juti, which is one time.
one
wear.
time, yeah.
So
And you might also rent it.
Yeah, more.
Renting is big.
Renting is big? Okay, I don't know this. I need to figure this out.
Nobody will say that I rented when they are renting.
Yeah, fair. It's surprising, right? In the US, renting a tuxedo is very normal. EBOs are where the behavior is set the way the consumer buys. Other than maybe Reliance Footprint and Mochi, right, and Metro, there are not many multi-brand outlets out there. For like Centro, for example, is one big one for sports apparel and stuff like that. But outside of that, most people's buying behavior is oriented, at least in the premium and branded space, oriented towards EBOs.
Yeah.
Because the even the person who is helping you get your shoe actually needs to do a lot of consultative understanding of what you want.
Yeah.
Right. And that is unique to brands. They need to understand the assortment and they need to understand your your preference. So that's why EBOs are important.
Yeah.
Sorry, long-winded answer, but yeah.
No, yeah, I totally agree because I think so the biggest recommendation is the person who's helping you there.
Yeah, Chotu.
Bata has been my favorite. Like my mother will have every month she will go and buy a slippers or a chappals from Bata. I don't know, it's like a pilgrimage that we have to go there and do. And I'm surprised the way they have evolved over the period. They are still relevant. It has not happened like many of the brands have aged with us.
Yeah.
Like Raymond's was a brand which you used to look up to, but I'll never go and buy my son Raymond's coat or something again.
But yeah, Bata, I think there was a crisis in the middle where they realized that, oh, the market is, we are not relevant anymore in the market. But they have done a good job of coming back.
And especially after Hush Puppies, then Marie Claire, and then all the new...
Yeah, they always had those international collaborations and strong brands that they could actually come in to India with. And surprisingly, Bata is not an Indian company, it's a Czech company. And their entire strategy across the world has always been localization. Yeah. So in every country, it will feel like Bata is...
Do you know,
there's an Indian brand.
Town called Bata Nagar also.
Bata Nagar, yeah.
We used to think like it's like there's a Tata Nagar. Jamshedpur is Tata Nagar.
Correct.
So the localization is very key.
Yeah.
And
so incidentally, since the research on the Indian foot has not been done yet, the default that people go with in terms of size charts is Bata's. Bata has actually created that. That is the closest to the Indian foot measurements that we have. Okay. Right. So most brands in India actually look at the Bata size and then use that.
Yeah.
So lasts is what they call it, right? The shape of the foot around which the shoe is formed.
So tell me one thing, as you have been consulting these days, are these brands who are online to go offline or offline to online? Tell us your omni-channel approach to it and what you have been doing in that space.
So, it's a combination. There are online first brands who are looking to go, across not just D2C, but also marketplaces, into the new channels like quick commerce, and into offline as well. There are offline heavy brands which have built 100 crore businesses in offline who are coming into online as well. There's a baby care brand that I'm working with right now who has more than 100 stores out there across the country. Just helping them, with their D2C business, which is, much smaller as compared to that, but the potential is much larger because the brand identity exists and it's a very, very sticky market, right? To maternity and baby care. Once you got the customer, you got them for 3 years, right? Yeah. So that is a very interesting project. So it has been across online and offline.
And anyone who becomes a parent does a big diaper economics. It happened with me.
Do you have a kid?